This video is sponsored by Mark 7 Car Wash Equipment, providing clean, dry, shiny cars for over 50 years. Visit mark7.net for more information.
Hello and welcome to Unscripted, the video series that connects you with market leaders. Today on our Unscripted video, we're happy to welcome Brandon Burke, Mark 7 Sales Manager for the Carolinas. Hello, Brandon, and thank you for joining me here today.
Hey, Rich, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for joining us here today. So today's topic is on something that I get asked a lot over the years, and I'm sure you do as well, Brandon. It's those frequently asked new investor or new operator questions. And whether it's family, friends, or people contacting me and finding my information through the magazine, people seem to be intrigued about our industry and how to enter it. So so I wanted to take a look at some of those frequently asked questions with you here today and kind of get your feedback on what you're seeing out there in the market. You know, from the outside, it seems like the car wash, the level of automation has increased over the years. So from an outsider looking in, it seems like a car wash is a pretty easy business to operate. Is that in fact true, Brandon? Is car washing set it and forget it, in your opinion?
A wash is easy to operate, whether it be existing. Obviously, a new project is always more moving parts to it. Ideally, your main points, if you have an existing wash, is make sure it's bright, clean, well marketed, and well lit. Other than that, yes, make sure the trash is picked up, and cleanliness is next to godliness, as you would say in the industry.
Certainly, we are in the industry of clean, so that's important.
Yes, sir.
What about financing a car wash? Certainly over these last few years, especially, it seems like car washes are getting more and more expensive to either build or acquire. So, in your opinion, Brandon, what are the best ways to finance a car wash these days?
You have your conventional banking that will finance your wash, as well as leasing programs. If it is a new industry or new construction, your conventional banking will be better. We're seeing rates anywhere from 5 to 8.5%. Obviously, that requires more money up front. If you have an existing wash and you're looking to do upgrades, upgrade your wash or replace or reload your current wash, you're seeing the leasing is less money required up front and able to make payments over time. So that would be an easier way to go about that.
Okay, all right. Here's a question people want to know the most here is how profitable is a car wash business, and how does operating costs affect profitability, Brandon?
There are operating costs such as utilities. Most people don't focus on that up front. Efficiency is huge with key. You want to make sure your water consumption, your electrical consumption is important and often overlooked. As far as your ROI, you're typically seeing 18 to 24 months, you can see your return on investment, and you're seeing about a 40% return on your investment. And of course, that all varies on location.
Sure, yeah, we've definitely seen car washing, when done right, has terrific margins. But the key point of that, obviously, is operating correctly. In terms of a new investor wanting to come into the business, is it better to build new or purchase an existing wash? If you can just go through some of the benefits of each, maybe. And I know operators might be used to, you know, like the franchising model that we've seen in other industries, such as fast food, for instance. So is franchising an option in this industry? And what type of investor would be ideal for a franchise?
Franchising is certainly an option. You do leave some money on the table, as you can be operational standalone, as you could say. As far as what you're looking at, as far as location is obviously key. What you need to focus on is your planning committees. Are you able to have an existing wash? What type of condition your existing wash is in? Now, NTIs have a lot more moving parts. They take longer over time. They take more money up front. They can become a hassle and a headache, and lots of times delayed. So your existing wash would be the easiest method. Now, if you're going with existing equipment, you want to make sure that that equipment is in good shape, because once you open that can of worms, it can be expensive. Franchise is always a good idea. based off of if you have an established name in the area. But of course, if you can do it for yourself, the business is yours and you speak on your behalf.
All right, sounds good. Well, we've often said in the magazine that car washing is a relatively easy entry business, but there's certainly some approvals and some permits and zoning and red tape and paperwork involved with starting a car wash. So, can you describe some of that typical the process involved before you can actually open up a car wash?
Absolutely. You always want to get with your local planning committee based off of regulations, what you're allowed to do. This all varies per location. There's always going to be permitting required if you do it the proper way. Zoning is going to be required, plumbing, electrical. There's lots of time marketing restrictions. All that needs to be done per location, per county, per state.
Okay. And one thing that especially with the wash club programs coming into the industry, people want to know is pricing standardized. So are we starting to see pricing standardized across the country, do you think?
Pricing is pretty standardized, especially when you look at certain markets. You can tell what your top packages are, what you're going to cost, your mid packages and your bottom packages. You want to be competitive, but each piece of equipment is going to offer an advantage, whether it be certain functions or features. So that does kind of standardize the industry. A lot of times people are trying to compare apples to oranges, and you need to be descriptive, and that's where you're dependent on marketing and the machine itself.
All right, sounds good. Well, anybody who's interested in entering the car wash industry, certainly there's no shortage of resources that they can reach out to, and certainly the trade shows that and the events that go on throughout the year are also great resources. So, thank you, Brandon, for spending a few minutes here with Carwash.com to do this interview on frequently asked new operator questions, and wish you all the best moving forward.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time, and everybody enjoy the industry.